Our sponsors: The Finkley Experience, an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education, in which prepares high school students for college. For more information, visit their website at thefinkleyexperience.com. Father to Father Incorporated, a nonprofit organization that strengthens families through father engagement, with a goal to help men in our communities to be great dads. For more information, visit their website, fathertofatherinc.org. ABLAZE Entertainment. The goal of ABLAZE is to take emerging artists and develop them to the next level of their career. For more information, visit their website at ablazeentertainment.net. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tanya Pinkins. I am the producer, director, writer of Red Pill, available on Amazon and YouTube, and you are watching The Michael Finkley Show.
On the next Michael Finkley, actor Christopher Martin stops by to tell us about his brand new sitcom, Finding Happy. Next Finkley.
It's my biggest dream come true. Oh my, it's my biggest dream come true.
Everybody, welcome to the Michael Finkley Show. Thanks for joining us today. I hope that your week is off to an amazing start and that you will pursue and accomplish everything that you set forth this week, because I know you can do it. Let's go. Let's get to work. Let's go. Let's do it. I hope that you all had a fantastic weekend as well. As you all know, I've been advertising on the show that I was at the Pink in the City event in Sumter, South Carolina, and we were just there celebrating breast cancer awareness and those persons that are survivors and those persons that are still going through it as well. So it was an amazing event. The video is soon to come on our social media platforms, to be on the lookout. We had some incredible interviews with our 360 machine there as well, and just, you know, capturing the moment for everyone. So thank you so much to the organizers of the event, Tamika Hunter Ross, she was on a few days ago, Jason Mahoney and the rest of the committee, just for having us and just capturing those moments. And there's still time to donate as well. Thanks to Think Fam that who already donated. Thank you so much, but you still can donate. Our Cash App, $ Michael Finkley Show. So thank you in advance, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all, we have an incredible show for you today. If you are watching Bounce TV and the sitcom, the new sitcom, Finding Happy with b.simone and Kim Coles, if you're not watching it, you're missing out. We have an incredible person that is a part of that amazing cast. It's Christopher Martin. Christopher is with us as he talks about his role on the awesome new hit sitcom on Bounce TV and so much more that he does as well. So y'all don't go away because it's a great interview. And so one thing I want to talk about is, so before we go to break, we lost another awesome veteran within the gospel industry, Keith Wonderboy Johnson. And I tell you, his quartet sound just reigned among the radio scene, television scene for decades upon decades. And he passed away this weekend. And so I was able to meet him and talk with him at the Stella Awards this summer. And that interview is on our social media, so go ahead and check that out. But we're praying for his family, his fan base, everyone that was in contact with him, everyone that knew him and loved his music. His music would definitely live on. For real, it would definitely live on. Thank you so much, Keith, for your music. We're praying. Coming up, we have Christopher Martin with us. Don't go away.
What's up, everyone? It's Jaleel Thurman here, your boy from HBCU 101, Yard Talk 101, in the building. And I just want to let you know you're watching The Michael Finkley Show. Aha! Don't go nowhere.
Next Finkley. Hello, everybody. So we are in Dillon, South Carolina, and we're chatting with Rashawn Aaron here. He is the founder of the Village Educational Services, and y'all, he does some terrific things here in Dillon, South Carolina. So don't you dare miss the next Michael Finkley.
Hello everybody, it's Finkley from the Finkley Experience. We're an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. So we assist students with their college and career endeavors. We train school administrators on the state of first-generation students. And also, we partner with colleges and universities to assist their first-generation population for easy transition from high school to college. So if you're looking for a presenter or speaker that presents on these topics and so much more, visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com and learn about all that we do. We're looking forward to working with you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, y'all, my next guest, y'all, he is known as the Fashion Plate. I'm telling you, we're going to get into it, right? He is an actor. He is an MC. He also is a radio show host. He is Christopher Martin. Christopher, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Nice intro. I'll see if I can live up to the hype that Mr. Finkley has given me, man. Thank you so much for sharing. Let me share some time with you and your viewers, man.
Oh, you're very welcome. When your people reached out to us, I'm like, yeah, let's bring him on. He's doing some incredible things. He's done some incredible things. Let's have a conversation. So I must start here, Christopher. The Fashion Plate. Please tell our viewers what this is, because that really intrigued me when I read this.
I like that. I appreciate that. It's a nickname that I got. I played college football back in the 80s. And I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I was best dressed in high school. So I never wore jeans. I was slacks, nice shirts, buttoned all the way up to the top. And when I went to college, being, a jock, underneath that or besides that, not, loving to wear clothes, jocks, football players, they walked around in sweats or they went to their classes, jeans like that. So I was always, I just dressed up, I never, distinguished that, now that I'm in college, the hoodie, my backpack, like, no, briefcase, starched shirt, polo, like now, collar flipped up, topsiders, all that. And one of the older guys on the team started calling me Fashion Plate. Yeah, a guy named Brent Cotton. Like, man, you a fashion plate. Like, man, you dressed up to go to class. Like, and then you just go to the football stadium and like take it off. Then you shower and get dressed back up. And I'm like, hey, man, that's how we do it. Yeah. And the Fashion Plate started there and really picked it back up. They called me that when I was in school. A little bit later in life, it was a radio. You talked about it, a disc jockey, and started using that in the mid 2000s, and just kept pumping. Like, hey, let's go ahead and brand this because the wardrobe, is A1. I love clothes, man. I always have.
Amazing. And like you said, you just branded it. It became you. Right. It's you. You're it. Right. That's
right. And that's how the story goes.
I love it. I love it. Come on, Christopher. Yes. Oh, my word. And so just looking at your brand, right, and all the things that you've done within entertainment, did you always know that you wanted to go this route?
Great question. No, I did not, my friend. I fell into it backwards. Again, going back to college, and why I tell people you got your own opinion, but if you do go to college, find out what you want to do, figure it out. You know what I mean? And my first tour of duty, I actually went back and got my degree when I was 41. I didn't finish at K-State. Football jock, trying to stay eligible, all of that. That's partly how I found this. So I had like a 1.1 GPA my freshman year. I was redshirted, partied, kicked it, all that, and just played football. So I found out that you have to have a certain GPA to be eligible to keep your scholarship. And once my dad found out about that, he was like, yeah, we're going to take the second semester a little bit more serious. And the coach told me basically, that, now that you find yourself in this predicament, you got to find some classes you can pass, Martin. Like, Chris, you got to pass. You got to get your GPA up. I never will forget it, man. I've told the story a 1,000 times, Michael. That second semester, spring of 1988, was looking through the registrar like anything I could pass, bowling, cutting glass, wood shop, whatever, and saw the School of Journalism, saw like broadcast one, acting, theater, all those classes were underneath journalism. And I was like, acting? You get credit for this? Like, oh, I
Hmm.
can do that. All right. Broadcast journalism, da 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 da. You get to be on, campus radio station, da da da. I was like, oh, I can pass that. Figured that was what it was. Fell into it backwards. And I was like, this is what I want to do with my life. This is where it was. And it ended up being more broadcast and disc jockeying first. And the acting came later. But yeah, those classes and being in that creativeness, that atmosphere. And yeah, if I could have did that, I would have graduated. But biology, sociology, oleology, you know what I mean? We didn't take too well of those, but we figured it out, man.
No, I get it. I definitely get it. I'm a strong component for college. Those students who really want to go to school, I help them out any way I can. That's what a consulting firm does.
Nice.
But if it's not for them, we talk about other avenues, right?
Right.
Don't want them to waste that time. But just like you did, you found yourself. You
Yes.
found yourself, you found your passion. And when that happened and you started working in this field, you started acting, you started doing radio, when did you know in your mind, you know what? I got it. And I can do this really, really for a living.
Right. It was the campus radio station, KSDB 92, where I started to formulate an image and understand voice inflection and being funny, one-liners and all of that stuff. But it was when I knew that I could do this, and I ended up being a sports anchor. So I got done, I ran out my eligibility after about 4 years in college, 3.5 years, that going into that my fourth year semester is when they put me on probation, like you're out of here. So, had to figure it out. And I had done so much in college, being, with the camcorder, making sure those classes I was telling, because I loved being in front of the camera, speaking, disc jockeying, and then had a present on campus. Well, I got a job at a TV station that was up the road, about 15 miles from Manhattan, Kansas, where I went. Shout out K-State. KSDB, K6KZ TV6. And I started out as a floor director and a cameraman. And I came in there one day, Michael, about 6 months. So I went home to Texas, and you know how Black parents are. You either gonna go to school or you gonna work.
Well, make it simple. Not gonna leave in the house all day.
Simple. You had your chance. What? Figured it out. I'm gonna go back up to K-State. Stayed home for about a semester. She went back up there. Mm-hmm. Got this job. So to wind up when I knew that I could do this, when I knew the guy who was the sports anchor there got the job at a bigger station in Kansas City. I walk in one day. I'm 20 years old, not even 21. Can't even drink legally. Walked in because I graduated when I was 17, high school. So I walked in one day and Robert Raft said, "Hey, go up to the mall, get you a blazer and a tie. You're the new sports anchor." I was like, "Huh?" He was like, "Yeah, you've been wanting to be on you've been up." And that's when the first night, I've done it, but I was like, I was ready. I hadn't read a teleprompter, but I was ready. Like my opportunity came, and I tell people that I'm sure to hear you as a mentor and what you just shared, you tell young people and everybody, man, when your opportunity comes, you got to be ready to strike. You know what I mean? And that's been, 30 years ago. I'm aging myself, but I knew then that after that first day, I wasn't nervous. I wasn't like, oh my God, I was like, oh, I'm about to get fat. I'm about to get suited and booted. Like I've been waiting. Like when you're an actor and you get, a bigger role than what you're like, dude, I ain't scared. I've been waiting on this. You know what I mean? So yeah. And then from there, just escalated and kept moving through the business, man.
I love it. I love it. And from your profession on the radio in doing that, was it an easy transition from radio and going into television as an actor?
I see why you got your own show. Great question. And people ask me that. It was a difference with radio and TV. The ad lib, the off the head, the candor is, your natural personality, if you got that or whatever your shtick is. But when I jumped back into acting, I moved here into in 2009 to chase acting down. I moved here from St. Louis, Missouri, originally from Dallas, Texas, and did some acting in St. Louis, in and around me being a disc jockey and, you know, hosting live events and all that. Got my feet wet, commercials, did one movie, an HBO film, Soul of the Game, Blair Underwood, Delroy Lindo, Michael T. Williams. But wanted to move into that realm. So to your question, and I figured this out on my trek before I got here, the difference is you gotta be a character. You know what I mean? And Chris Funny may not be Jared Moore funny. You know what I mean? That character, like, no, his humor ain't all this and all that. And my God, his humor may be more straight-laced and right. You know what I mean? And a lot of times I was out there hosting and fashion plating my lines, and they like, do you know that this is a sad scene? I can act sad. And you know what I mean? Be like, are you reading the sign?
Wait.
Like, are you all right? No, I'm
the
just
cues, sir. The cues.
Yeah, the cues. Because like I said, I only took acting like 3 or 4 classes in college. You know what I mean? Then I just, it was broadcast, and I've never taken acting lessons or classes, even in Atlanta. And people hear me say that, but through auditions and knowing that I can perform. And figuring out, like, no, you got to remember the lines. You got to study the character. You know what I mean?
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? This is, and I'm laughing. And I'm laughing, but it's just to tell you the stages of how it came to be. Right. You know what I mean? And wondering, like, why ain't I getting booked? You know what I'm saying? So to have casting directors, other people, you get short films, independent films, stuff for no pay. A lot of times, people see your look and you do, and you get in there. But those things that I cut my teeth on helped me to learn acting as well. Those were my classes. Like, I was getting on sets of stuff, like I said, smaller things, independent stuff, webisodes, and just cut my teeth and getting direction from other people, other actors, and and then we started getting better.
And that's what's supposed to happen, though, right? Yeah. The people miss the bigger picture. It's like, especially in this day and time, everyone is social media famous and they expect this to happen overnight. But it's the craft, right? You're supposed to groom your talent, groom your gift, right? And things will happen eventually. I'm telling myself that daily. I'm telling myself that daily. And I believe myself when I say it as well. So, but again, with your story, it definitely is a testament to your determination and to your craft within this as well. So I feel like now I can, look at you and say, if he can do it, then I can do it, right? What are you most excited for the future for yourself?
Great question.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Rollins. You guys probably know me from Zoom, as well as Kevin from work and a couple other things. You guys are watching the Michael Finkley Show.
Welcome to Father to Father.
The mission of Father to Father Charleston, South Carolina is to help fathers in the Low Country area of South Carolina to be a positive and consistent presence in their children's lives. Father to Father provides community-based programs and support groups for fathers free of charge. They also help fathers connect to other resources they need so they can meet their responsibilities and secure their parental rights. Father to Father offers job coaching and employment connections that benefit fathers. Father to Father is a resource for local organizations that want to provide family support and father-friendly services. If this program is a fit for you, visit our location in North Charleston, South Carolina, and meet our friendly staff here to help and assist. Or visit our website at fathertofatherinc.org.
I love it. And you're staying busy these days, Christopher. You're staying busy these days. Let's check down the list, shall we? So let's talk about Bounce TV.
Ooh.
I'm Finding Happy. Let's talk about that. I think Kim Cole and b.simone.
b.simone.
People.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Marquita Price, Angela Gibbs, b.simone, and of course Kim Coles. They are the four central figures to this Finding Happy new TV show coming to Bounce TV September 24th. It follows four women, and b.simone appears to be the central figure, but follows them and as they trek through the ATL Atlanta, finding happiness, living their best life, so to speak, and that sisterhood and bonding that comes with the show like that. I feel very fortunate to be a part of it. Yeah.
Amazing. Ooh. Yeah. So we can't wait to watch that. Looking forward to that. And then I love this show, Fatal Attraction on TV1. I love it. I watch it with my mama. We love those crime shows. Is there a recurring role for you?
No, but you know what? If I could go, you bring up recurring. That's actually Bounce TV, and then I'll roll into your immediate question with Fatal Attraction. So I do have a recurring role as DJ Gravy in Bounce TV's Finding Happy. My scenes are with b.simone, and to have a recurring role, multiple episodes, and to tell you that story of where I was in acting originally, it's very endearing to myself. I'm very, very happy and proud that they chose me and picked me. This is a brand new show, hasn't even aired yet. It's coming to air, to be a part of something brand new. It's a great feeling. You look for different plateaus, different areas to take your acting career, little special things along the way. So this is definitely special. And Cedric the Entertainer, it's his production company, have been in Cedric's company. He's from St. Louis. I was in St. Louis, like I told you. He probably doesn't remember me, but different hosting events and been around him, been watching him for years. And then the one thing, and then I'll move to Fatal Attraction, that's really special. The show is about four women, African-American women, and the African-American women presence on this set was just really awe-inspiring. Kendra Joe, let me think, Yasmin Coleman, the other creator, Angela Wells. Those three ladies, along with Sid and some other people. But when you know that they're the creators, African American females, I mean directors, the PAs, you just looking around like, hey man, sisters are in power on this.
Black girl magic.
Magic. So shout out to that. You know what I mean? I don't think that's by any happenstance. Cedric the Entertainer, to me, has always appeared to be a guy who's, pro sister. Look at his roles. He's always married. He's always got a queen. And to be a part of that show and go on and on about it as I am, it's just a really great feeling. So you guys tune in. Fatal Attraction. Now, while I haven't had a recurring role on that, I have been in like 5 episodes. I love being the detective in those shows. And you know what, like you said, Michael, it's amazing. Like you and so many other people who are like addicted in a healthy way, but love these shows. I get recognized throughout Atlanta all the time, and people will be like, hey, were you that detective, or did I see you in Fatal? Like, yeah. Oh my God, that show was crazy. Blah, 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 blah. And then they want to know, like, so when you guys were shooting it, did you really da-da-da-da-da? Like, because they know it's a murder or, unfortunately a traumatic ending. Fatal, obviously means death. So they are really intrigued. So I feel very fortunate to book those shows. They're a little different because they're reenactments, but right. I always say they're great for your real actors coming up, or actors of any ilk. You know what I mean? It's always great to be on set. You know what I mean? Working your acting muscle. The great people up there at Hive, Jupiter, Knoxville have, carved out a really great relationship with people up there. And it's really just great to see so many actors getting a chance because they have so many shows, and one of which is Fatal Attraction. I'm going to be in an episode coming up. I think the new season will start So mark your calendar. I think it starts March. Be episode 13, 12 of that, and I'll be the one getting the bad guys.
Oh my. Oh
so
my.
thank you, man.
Let's go. Let's go. And we cannot forget that Sound of Christmas on BET.
Thank you. Another great one. And the great thing about that one is like actors, we want to stay working always. You know what I mean? That's the dream. Whether you're whole series, few episodes, or you do one particular thing and you're moving on to the next. So this one came really great, Michael. I was had booked Finding Happy and was on my way to set maybe like 3 or 4 days to shoot that. Had auditioned for Sound of Christmas, and like I said, found out I got that I think like a couple days. So I was gonna do Finding Happy, and then it just so happened that the way it all worked out, the Sound of Christmas started like 2 weeks later. So it was just like, yay, you know what I mean? Like, that's what you want, man. Like, I'm moving from project to project, you know what I mean? And another plateau, another level. And any actor or anybody may be watching this, just to move to the next level of your job, or those kind of things happening, letting you know that your work is being seen, and the merits of your work are being recognized. So the Sound of Christmas, I play a choir director.
Choir director.
With a little, with a little something, a little sass, you know what I mean? A little humor. I love the humor. Anybody who wants to book somebody funny. So I do that. It's with Neo. He's starring in it. Soraya, awesome young lady. Many may remember her from Empire, the younger female. But I mean, again, the Christmas story, this happens, that happens. They sing about it. They find, the miracle, and we all happy.
Happy. It's the season for it. It's the
season for it. And as an actor too, a Christmas movie, you know what I mean? It's going to play for forever. So you guys will see it. And I'm really, when we shot it, it's got a comical feel to it as well. All those Christmas, fun things that go on. It's going to be on BET Plus, one of those two. But again, it's BET. I've been fortunate to be on some stuff that's been on that network. So to be on Black entertainment television one more time in a Christmas movie is a great feeling as well. Absolutely. So you guys wait for that. It's coming too.
Oh my word, Chris, as we said before, you've done some amazing things and still have some things under your belt to complete, and 2022 is not even over yet. What are you most excited for the future for yourself?
Great question. To continue to live the entertainment life. That the train is chugging, and the engine is beginning to burn faster, burn hotter, and more powerful. Mm-hmm. That's what I look for, man. Just to continue to, I host a lot of events. I've got about 7 of those on the calendar, between wedding, bar mitzvahs. The corporate events are coming in. These 2 projects coming up. Auditioning like crazy. Got the silent headphone business, mentoring, all of it. Brand ambassador for, some other companies. So the engine to just keep chugging, keep remembering that it comes from, on high. Be grateful, be thankful, help my fellow man, and just, continue to live a good life, Michael. Yeah.
And within that good life, we learn about ourselves daily.
Yes.
What is something you recently just learned about Christopher?
He digging in there. I learned that I'm getting real sentimental in my old age. My heart feels more compassion. I've learned that I've actually learned that I care probably more about the human race more than I ever have in my life. So much has happened since Trump has been in president, and that's not, just whether you like him or not, just the fervor behind him being in the presidency. It spilled over into Biden, you know what I mean? How divided we are over political parties, and to see people suffering as political parties fight it out, see women, you know, the overturning of Roe versus Wade, that hurt my heart. You know what I mean? That this, you know, I'm not a man. Excuse me, I'm not a man. I'm not a woman, but I just, the emotion, the compassion, like, God, I wish I could do more, or I wish they didn't do that to them. People in the streets suffering, you know. So I've learned that I have and I've always had a compassionate side, you know what I mean, for the most part. But over the past 3 or 4 years, things going on in this country, worldwide, it's made me more compassionate towards my fellow man, and try to help more, you know, whatever that may be. So that's what I've learned about myself. Yeah.
Look, keep learning.
Yeah.
Keep learning, keep growing, Chris.
Yeah.
How can the Fink fam find you and keep in contact with you via social media?
All right. My Instagram is at cmartin, ATLP, CMARTINATLP, Atlanta Playa is what that stood for so many years ago. Now we're just an old dude hanging out in the A. And that's my Twitter too, cmartin, ATLP. And then find me on Facebook. When you put in the search, put the ATL fashion plate. I'm, you know, if you follow me, I'll follow you back. I don't care about any of that kind of stuff, or, you know, like, oh my God, you can't follow people, they'll think you, whatever.
Oh my word. I'm so glad you're not like that, Christopher.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
What?
Big fam, you heard it here. Definitely check out Finding Happy on Bounce TV this September 24th, correct?
Yes, September 24th.
Definitely look out for Fatal Attraction as he plays a great detective, and then The Sound of Christmas on BET this holiday season. Thank you so much, Christopher, for being with us.
Thank you, my friend. Continued success to you, Michael Finkley. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Fink fam, don't you go away. Back in a moment.
I'm John Marshall Jones. Some of y'all know me as Smart Guy Daddy. And you are watching The Michael Finkley Show.
CTR Media Network was created for today's podcasters. We provide a safe haven for content creators that are everyday people doing extraordinary things. We have a system of positioning, monetization training, coaching, and support for our podcasters' success. CTR Media Network simply bridges that gap with a level playing field for your dreams to come true cost effectively. Our team provides a premium service and experience for our podcasters to grow. CTR Media Network provides access, support, resources, coaching, and community for our podcasters to win, if you put in the work. We believe that we are living in a unique time which requires you to share your message of hope with millions of people around the world. Remember that the world is never too saturated for you, your voice and message. A platform for positive, impactful media where the content creators are in the driver's seat. Visit our website today by going to www.ctrmedianetwork.com.
You can't keep being in your feelings. Like, when you approaching life and you going through life, you gotta understand that things is gonna happen, and being in your feelings is gonna stop you from reaching your goals, reaching your dreams, and everything that you're working for. And it's okay to be in your feelings. It's okay to, you know what I'm saying? Let me say this a different way. It's okay to feel your feelings, but don't let your feelings distract you from what you got going on. Because oftentimes, you know what we do as people, and I have been the type to do this as well, and it's something that I had to grow for. You know what? I know I need to go do this because I'm chasing this dream. I know I need to go do this because I'm chasing this goal, but you know what? Today, I just don't feel like it. Today, you know, I just don't feel like doing this. I had a bad day, so today I don't feel like going to the gym knowing that I need to, you know, lose weight. Or today, you know, I need to go work on my dream, but, you know, today has been a bad day, so I don't feel like it. When you have that type of emotions and you let your emotions get the best of you like that, you stopping yourself from reaching and going forward. Because life don't care what you feel like. Your dreams don't care what you feel like. Get out your feelings and get to work. Like, that's what you got to keep your mind on. Being in your feelings and saying that I don't feel like today, knowing that I need to do something, knowing that I have a goal to reach, is going to be the difference in what you have to do. You have to be relentless. Like, I understand that things happen in life, but you got to keep going. That's the thing about it. Life go keep happening. Life go keep going. It's the balance. Bad things happen. Good things happen. But you have to keep going through that. And when you keep going through that, you see the results. You see the grind, and you see the positive of it. You know what I mean? So when you in life and life happening to you, don't get in your feelings and say, you know what, I don't feel like. Say, even though I may not feel like, I know I need to get this done. Like, that's when it comes to when you start putting your facts over your feelings. Like, that's what I like to call it, putting facts over feelings. When you put facts over feelings, then you understand that, hey, I may not feel like going to the gym today, but I'm going to go to the gym today because I need to lose this weight. I'm going to go to the gym today because I have a goal. I have a certain weight that I want to be at. You know what I'm saying? I may not want to work on my business right now. I may not want to put that video up right now. I may not want to do hair right now. I may not want to make that show right now. I may not want to make that t-shirt right now. But I know this is what I need to do. I'm putting facts over feelings. And when you put facts over feelings, then you will be successful. Season 5, put facts over feelings. I repeat, season 5 and so forth on. Put facts over feelings, and then you will be successful.
So this is your Louisiana girl, Denise Boutte, coming at you on the Michael Finkley Show. And you guys may know me from Why Did I Get Married as the really sweet girl, Trina, or maybe Meet the Browns as Sasha. But I'm coming at you guys from the great state of California, but originally from Louisiana, because you know I can't lose that Southern girl, baby. All right, you guys stay tuned to Michael Finkley.
Next, Finkley. Hello, everybody. So we are in Dillon, South Carolina, and we're chatting with Rashawn Aaron here. He is the founder of The Village Educational Services, and y'all, he does some terrific things here in Dillon, South Carolina. So don't you dare miss the next Michael Finkley. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. I hope that you learned something, were inspired, were entertained by this show. Thank you so much, Christopher, for being with us and just sharing your story in this new awesome project. If you're not watching, you need to go watch it. Bounce TV, everybody. Bounce TV. And the sitcom is called Finding Happy, featuring b.simone and Kim Coles. Thank you so much, Chris, for being with us. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Michael Finkley Show. Ring that bell for notification. We'll see you an email saying, hey, new content available. Listen to us on Spotify and other podcasts. And for more information about what we do, visit our website, michaelfinkleyshow.com. Of course, again, we're on RokuTV and also U42 under the Raspberry Network. Thank you so much for watching. And guess what? We'll see you next time. Have a good one.